Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Hopefully everybody's enjoying and partying and such. You've seen the title, you're wondering, hey, collaboration? No, don't worry, we're not getting a collab right now. Maybe next month or the month after. I'm just kidding around. Who knows? We'll see what exactly happens here, but what I wanted to talk about is a lot of people have been seeing this IP, me talk about this IP for a very long time, and I've told you for a bit now, it looks like, netmarble hasn't done anything with it. I wonder if they still have it, and it's been like a community consensus that they lost the IP because it's been like 3 years since they initially announced, hey, we got access to this IP, and since then, pretty much nothing was said. It was like completely radio silent. They've now officially confirmed that they still have the IP and the game is launching in 2026. So this kind of confirms this is one of your 2026 IPs, or at least an IP from now up until 2026 end, pretty much. On top of that, it also confirms that this will be a rerun on top of that, because there's another IP that they still have access to and will be having access to for a very long time because of a new confirmation. Let's jump into it. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's go check it out together and let's see what they're cooking up. So pretty much, if you can't tell it from already this first little screenshot, I don't know what you're doing, but this is probably the game and IP we're going to be getting soon. Again, this is it if you're wondering. They've officially announced it after like 3 years of sitting there in like who knows what, but it finally is releasing. They've released so many games since then that were like quickly announced and dropped before this even got any sort of announcement. This is by the way, this is like the basically first ever trailer, because the last one like showed nothing. We had no idea what the game was back then. It was just like a little bit of an announcement trailer. They've now shown everything here. So we have full-on gameplay and everything. Still don't know how this gameplay system works and what it looks like. The marketing for this game is like horrific. The catchphrase is you can play, because the gameplay is like this apparently. You can play this game with one hand. I don't know what that marketing is. They're trying to do the Nikkei marketing. Nikkei was marketing for one hand for different reasons, because you're doing something else with the other hand. You connect the dots if you want to. Why is this game being like, you could play this game with the gameplay of one-handedness? Like, okay, that's a way to say it. Yeah, so it's like you could do something else. It's like more of a, not an idle game, but like the gameplay is more simplified. So it's not like hell on earth to play, apparently. I don't know exactly what the hell they're going for, but yes, Shangri-La Frontier has been officially confirmed here, and it is officially coming out. It looks like 2026 is what they're going for here, because their 2026 roster looks like absolute ballsack. They got nothing, bro. They got nothing in the 2026 roster. Unless they delay the 2025 roster into 2026, they have nothing in the 2026 roster. They have nothing releasing. Like, nothing's been confirmed, literally, bro. This is, again, a game that was announced how long ago, finally releasing 2026. I think so. But yes, shows off the characters. If you were to get a collaboration, it's 100% these three characters, I'm guessing. That's sort of what they would go for over here. Purple hair, and then obviously Sanraku. But they showed it off for the first time. It's confirmed. I still haven't seen the global version of this trailer yet. I don't know if global's going to get it day one or how that's going to work, but they have confirmed Shangri-La Frontier is finally in production and finally getting some sort of news. They haven't started like the Twitter account and other things like that yet, but there you go over here. netmarble announces Shangri-La Frontier, the 7 Colossi for iOS and Android. No PC version confirmed just yet. JP and Korea both put it up, but nothing else. Over here, it's, 2 years. 2 years after the initial teaser trailer. 2 freaking years. It's almost cutting to 3, because this was announced during like GEC back then. So it's been, again, a very long time. One hand. So players can use one hand to battle giant bosses while alternating between 2 characters. I don't even know why it says one hand, but that's there. Now, if you're wondering what the rerun will be, just so you know, they've also confirmed this. They are milking the solo leveling IP. Holy hell. So, netmarble announced Solo Leveling Arise. That's the game that is currently active. That's why we got our collaboration, to promote Solo Leveling Arise. Now, on top of that, they are making something called Solo Leveling Overdrive, which is a full-on console release right now, currently slated exclusively for Xbox. It is a co-op experience. It's like playing, basically, their way of selling it is like you're playing Elden Ring. Very, very tough bosses, no gacha mechanics at all. Simply 4-player co-op, hardcore leveling system, and you just progress without paying money. That's what it is, other than paying money for the base game. It's like a $70 or $60 title, or $50. They haven't confirmed price yet, but it's a pay-to-enter title, and you pretty much play like Elden Ring. Very hard bosses and very hard gameplay mechanics, right? Now, that game's coming out later this year, sometime in like October. Beyond that, they've now confirmed another game, another one. This one seems gacha because it's iOS and Android. They've confirmed a roguelite action RPG, and that's Soul Leveling Karma. So now they have to promote Overdrive, Karma, and all this. And on top of that, if you didn't already know, Soul Leveling became one of GC's first ever top grossings in such a long time. I think the last actual top grossing, I don't know if it was Melly Ellie, but I know it was that, like, one of the ones that were confirmed was Escanor. Escanor did get top grossing. Not 1, but top 5, which was a huge thing. Since then, they haven't really gotten it from what I've seen on the news, but this got top 2. in a highly competitive market. They beat out games that were coming out on the 26th. They beat them, okay? They only lost the Pokemon TCG Pocket, and you can't win to them just because it's Pokemon, right? So whatever it is, they will 100% rerun this collaboration, and now they have this IP, like, this is a 2026 release as well. So they have this IP for the long run, bro. They have this IP for a very, very long time. So there's like literally no worries about anything here. So if you want a soul leveling collaboration rerun, it's 1 billion% happening now. They're not going anywhere with this IP, and they have 10,000 things more to promote with this. And on top of that, they absolutely won with this collaboration. They got, for the first time in like a very long time, I don't know if Melly Ellie did it, but they got top 3 on grossing, which is like, at a month of last month, that's insane for GC to do that, especially with how much release. You had Uma dropping, you had Persona dropping, you had Marvel Mystic Mayhem dropping, you had so many other gachas also dropping, you on top of that had Pokemon TCG have its set launch. You had so much happening, and they still decimated. So they've announced this game as well in production already, and it's a roguelite. So on top of Arise, they're making Overdrive, and then on top of Overdrive, they're making Karma. So 1 release, 2 brand new soul leveling games coming out. So it's like 7DS basically, right? You have 7DS Origin, 7DS Idol, and 7DS Grand Cross. Now they have 3 versions of their game as well. So if they get like Shangri-La Frontier, expect 3 versions of Shangri-La Frontier. And yeah, that's literally the way to say it. I don't know how they keep like cranking out 3. It's like 3 different games. It's like, holy hell. Gotta get the market in every way, dude. They're getting the co-op market, they're getting the gacha market, and now they're getting the roguelike gacha market. So that's currently NetMarble's plans. And also, he thought it was just me saying it. Pretty much this is also there as well. Like, this is, again, now the Grand Cross Reddit agreeing, 130 upvotes. And over here, that confirms Shangri-La collab for next year. It pretty much confirms it. That's how they've done things, right? Whenever I made my video for Tower God, that came true. I told you, they're 100% going to collaborate with Tower God. When they get a game IP, there's a high chance you're collaborating with it. The only ones that like didn't work was like Game of Thrones. But why did that not work? Because obviously speaking, it wouldn't work in Grand Cross. It makes no sense to be a Grand Cross collaboration because simply put, it's not an IP that should make sense over here. Like the Game of Thrones universe collaborating here, they've learned their lesson, I think, from Stranger Things to not put like a really moronic collab in there. Like yes, you get like some mediocre IPs, that's true, but not moronic, right? Where it's like, okay, why would that even work here? Like that was a mess up on their part, I'm guessing, but. Where it currently stands is, yes, it's a very high chance that Shangri-La Frontier is now getting a collaboration here. And on top of that, this is over here getting a collaboration because it's like the success they had with here, and especially the fact that they just are going to have this IP for a very long time. They've milked out 3 games in 2 years of having the IP. You know how insane that is? That's like, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that, dude. I'm guessing also Shangri-La Frontier will get 3 games as well because that's a metric with Netmarble. You get 3 games per IP. For example, 7DS Idol, 7DS Grand Cross, 7DS Origin, now Karma, Overdrive, Arise. You have like 3 7-night games. I'm pretty sure more than 3 7-night games. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then KOF, you had like 3 games as well. I don't know how many end of service, but you have them. Marvel, you had 2. I don't know if you have 3. I know that they have 1 Marvel game still active. They had Revolution that died. I'm pretty sure they lost the access to the Marvel IP post this point because other companies took it and made their games off of it. But that's where you currently stand. So let me know what you think. That's pretty much 2 of your collabs of 2026. That's pretty much it. Or again, whenever this releases. So whenever this releases, which it could be released in 2027, if they delay it, which, you know, every game that they made got delayed. If that is the case, then 2027 is a collaboration. So you have 4 to 5 collaboration slots a year. This will take up 1 or 2 of them, right? You know, a rerun happening 100%. This happening 100%. I still think that Eminence rerun's going to happen. It still did very good for the game. So if that's 3 collaborations, you already know. That leaves you with like 2 spots next year, and I guess 3 spots the year after. So what do you think? Let me know.